Hey folks, it's the Blind Guy here, and I'm doing a new series on the channel where I'm going to go watch a movie that is very popular, but I am actually a little embarrassed to say I haven't seen. As a movie reviewer, I've seen a lot of movies, but there's quite a few out there that I've just never been interested in, and so I've just never checked them out. And so that's what's going to happen in these videos. They're going to be a little bit shorter reviews because I'll stop the video, go watch the movie, and then come back and tell you what I think. And they're always going to be sponsored by my new novel, which I am super excited about. Epic as Lily. It's the first one in a series. The Daughters of the Riven Vale. I've got at least 4 of these things planned. I think this one turned out really great. I know I'm biased, but I honestly think it's a fun read. If you're into that a little bit lighter fantasy, but it does have some emotional depth to it. And I think it's a fun book. I honestly do. And if you want to support the channel, that's the best way to do it. The link is in the description. So far, I've been getting very positive reviews on it. I'm very humbled by that, and also very excited by that because I thought it was pretty good. But you never know while you're writing something like that. So that's Epic as Lily. If you want to support me, that's a great way to do it. It's available on Kindle Unlimited even. So even if you just go flip through it, that also helps the channel out. So I appreciate you guys so much. So on this episode, I am going to go watch the movie Legally Blonde, starring Reese Witherspoon. I have never seen this movie. I have heard that it's good, that it's fun. I just haven't gotten around to seeing it. So I'm going to go do that right now. And then when I get back, I will tell you my thoughts. So before I start the movie, sometimes I get asked, if you are legally blind, how do you watch movies? Well, this is how you do it. You get a very large television and you put your chair very close to said large television, and you watch from there. And then you get an adorable dog named Bailey to be your partner while you watch these movies. And so this is where I'm going to be watching Legally Blonde from. I'm not even going to take notes. I've got it rented on DirecTV. I'm just going to grab a drink and check it out and let you guys know how it is. But that's how I watch movies. I have to get very close, and I just have to have it very large. I have a home theater in my downstairs as well. But usually if I'm watching something to review it, I like to do it from up here. I feel like I can even see this a little bit better than I can the theater screen. So there you go. So I'm back. I just finished Legally Blonde. I have never seen that before, and it was pretty good. It was better than I expected it to be. It's not amazing as a movie, but I was surprised how many movie quotes I've heard from that movie and never realized that they came from there. So that was pretty fun. It's interesting. It's from a neat period in time where these fun little movies still tried to be good movies, and they still tried to have a good plot, and they have good pacing. And so I give it a lot of props for that. It's shot on film, of course. You guys know how much I like that. It gives it a very natural, beautiful look to it. So it's trying to walk a fine line there, and I don't know how well it does it, where it's trying to be funny but also have this legal story going on. And it makes it more interesting, I think, that the fact that it does try to get into legal stuff a little bit. But the fine line that's walking, besides trying to be funny and a little bit more serious at the same time, it falls into this a bit of a trap, which I think a lot of Hollywood movies do, where they try to jargon themselves pretty heavily. Medical movies do this a lot, where they'll use, and then whenever they have a sciencey thing happen in a movie, you'll hear it too. They use a lot of jargon that comes from that field, but if you really know what, or really pay attention to what they're saying, it's almost distracting because it's not real lawyer talk, or it's not real lawyer jargon. I mean, some of it's more legal concept, but it's just, I don't know. To me, it distracts in the movie, because if I'm wanting to watch a heavy legal thriller, then I expect those types of things to be in there, and I expect them to make sense and not to be just trying to sound lawyery, where I think this one sounds a little bit more lawyery than it needed to. Just my thoughts a little bit. Let me know what you guys think about that. The talk about the malum prohibitum and things like that. It's like, yeah, that's not something they would really be talking about at Harvard Law, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's a good movie. I think it's fun. I've never been a major Reese Witherspoon fan. There's just something about her that doesn't really do it for me, but I'm glad I watched it. I think it is definitely above average, especially when judged by today's standards. I think it has a lot of things in it that I really like. I like the fact that she's intelligent and beautiful, but she also wants to get married. I feel like that's something that went away in the last 7 or 8 years, and fortunately, I think it's coming back a little bit where marriage is not seen as a bad thing anymore. So I like that that's a goal of hers in the movie. I think that's neat that they don't underplay that. Her the friend or the fellow student, not really a friend, I can't remember the student's name, but the fellow student that wants to change semesters to Ovesters or whatever because she thinks that semesters is sexist. That kind of stuff is funny, especially when you live where I live in the Pacific Northwest, because you hear stuff like that all the time. So the fact that they're actually Hollywood movies poking fun at that kind of mentality is, I like that. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode where I'm just going to find movies that I probably should have seen by now. I just haven't gotten around to seeing them. Let me know in the comments what you would like maybe for me to do next, and I'll tell you if I've seen it or not. I have not seen a ton of like action movies. They're just not my thing, and superhero movies. So those are always on the docket. I'll sit through them. I don't know if I'll enjoy them as much. I just saw that this was for rent, and I thought, I have never actually seen that movie. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is on the list, and also The Matrix. I haven't seen either of those two movies. So if you have an opinion on which one of those you'd like to see next, put that in the comments as well. So those are my thoughts on Legally Blonde. I approve of it. I think it's worth watching. Is it high cinema? No, but it's not really trying to be. So I enjoyed it. I think everybody probably should see it. So I feel more cultured now, and I'm glad I took the time to do that. I'll see you on the next episode of A Blind Guy's View. Check out my book if you want to support the channel, Epica's Lily. I think you'll like it. Laters on the Menjay.
Laters on the Menjay.
Night, stories written, pages bright, by his books, enjoy the sight. Oh, a blind guy's calling, hear his tune, trivia tells and insights true, movies, myths, and books to choose, raise your glass to A Blind Guy's View.